All right, here we go. Aries Spears, welcome back to Vlad TV.
Yeah, I'm back, motherfuckers, quick. For all of y'all that love to go, man. Well, you know what? First, I'm gonna let you lead it first, and then if you go in a direction I think you're going, then I'll follow it up.
Well, we've been going viral on TikTok recently.
Yeah.
Viral.
Yeah.
Like trending and all that.
Yeah. And it's funny because everybody was hitting me in my DMs on Instagram and was like, yo, man, you and Vlad's videos are going viral and it's all over TikTok and all over my feed. And so as I was scrolling through TikTok, I was seeing I don't know who's cutting these together, but it's kind of crazy because number one, they're taking it out of context.
Right.
So it just seems like you and I are having the wildest conversations about the gayest shit.
Right.
But there's more to it, though.
There's more to it. Like that one clip is making me sound like I watch gay porn, where I'm clearly saying
Right.
I don't watch gay porn.
But whatever clip it is, it's always on somebody booty, some gay innuendo. And then the other thing that's funny to me is who put this boing noise on them? Every clip has this boing, boing, boing. But I can't stand listening to niggas from London rap. On the street, in the block, wanna say to me, that shit sounds ridiculous. Which is annoying because for some of the people who are trying to understand the conversation, it gets in the way. But you know what? Listen, man, if going viral is a good thing, and certainly you and I didn't plan on it, and that's what it is, I'll take it. I saw where two people had commented about it, and they were just like, this one dude was like, yo, Aries Spears is going on Vlad, he's all over my feed, and he's constantly going over there, and they talking about nothing, and okay, well, one thing, first of all, we got your attention, and you watch it, so fuck out of here with that. And then secondly, yeah, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep coming. You know why? I get paid and it's great exposure and it helps put asses in the seats, so why wouldn't I?
There you go. You know, what's actually kind of cool is that these two girls, I think they're sisters that go to college, they started basically redoing some of our interviews.
Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah, a lot of people said that to me.
I think watching gay porn, if you're straight, doesn't make you want to do gay shit.
Say that again?
If you watch gay porn and you're straight, it doesn't make you want to do gay stuff.
This nigga's a homosexual.
It's hilarious. It's the most flattering thing in the world to me.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it, man.
I love it.
And again, all of that helps to bring attention to your name. So it's all good.
I love it, man. Keep doing it. Everyone who's doing these little reaction videos, and putting these little short clips and so forth, man.
And again, I love when people go, whenever you and I have the heated banter, I love when people go, yo, this is the last time Vlad gonna have him on. As though your skin is so delicate that me going back at you with the same fire you come at me with is gonna make you go, yo, I ain't gonna have him back. Don't y'all understand that makes for great entertainment? This motherfucker knows what he's doing, and so do I.
Well, let's get into the world of boxing.
I didn't see the fight.
You didn't see the fight?
Nope, but you know what was funny? And again, off of the Vlad TV shit, when I said the comment I made about black fighters 9 times out of 10 being dominant over Mexican fighters, of course all the Mexicans got offended. And they didn't listen to what I said. And I preface it by saying, look, hats off to the Latino legends, Trinidad, Vargas, Duran, Aguayo, De La Hoya, I could go on and on and on. Chavez, no doubt. No doubt the Latino community has its place in boxing. But 9 times out of 10, when you put the great Mexican fighter up against the great black fighter, the black fighter usually wins 9 times out of 10.
I mean, look, I was following the odds. So according to betonline.ag, Canelo was -170, Terrence was +140. So Canelo was almost twice as likely to win that fight.
But he didn't.
Crawford. Oh, he did not. He definitely did not.
Listen, you gotta understand something. This is the best way I can say. Niggas got that whip wop. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like and one street ball. Black people, we have an extra gear when it comes to anything that we do. singing, dancing, comedy, certainly athletics. It's like a Allen Iverson crossover. Niggas got that whip wop. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have that. So when we box, niggas got that extra shit that we do from a speed standpoint, from a showboat standpoint, and we can back it up.
It was a hell of a fight. It was a hell of a fight. And
Yeah.
Crawford just dominated the whole
Yeah. Look
time.
when De La Hoya fought Sugar Shane Mosley. Look when De La Hoya fought Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, Roberto Duran, he won the first fight with Sugar, but then look at the Nomas. Look at Tommy Hearns. He knocked Duran out so cold, rumor has it he's still sleeping. Come on, man. Come on, man. Niggas got that whip wop, baby. That Harlem Shake.
Well, the next fight that's coming up is Tank Davis versus Jake Paul.
Oh, this is such a circus.
Yeah. Well, look, according to BetOnline.ag, Gervonta Davis is favored -240. Jake Paul's +190. So more than twice the odds for Davis. Davis is a lot smaller, but he's a real serious fighter.
I'm predicting a third round knockout.
Ooh.
Third
round knockout.
He's out of there. Listen, I don't know what's the bigger joke, that fight or Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Ugh.
We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, this is honestly just disappointing. As a boxing fan, to just keep seeing these circuses happen over and over again.
I don't know if the rumor's true, but I heard Floyd was talking about coming out of retirement to fight Crawford. Now that's got some panache to it.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
but
it would be.
I think Floyd will end up taking a loss.
Finally.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
He'd mess up that record.
Yeah. And I would respect him for it because we know how much he's tried to protect the record. So, take the risk. This is what great fighters are supposed to do.
Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting because people were saying that Terrence Crawford should retire because he's 43-0 at this point.
Okay.
He's like 37 years old. I personally don't.
But
think he should retire.
he's still got the goods though.
Oh, he's got the goods.
Yeah, he's still got the goods.
Because Canelo was a monster. I
Yeah.
mean, had been dominating for a while.
Right.
And he had only had 2 losses, one of which was Mayweather, very early in his career. But this whole Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis thing, is just because Gervonta was supposed to fight Roach. It was supposed to be a rematch because it was, I believe, a draw last time.
Yeah.
So you go and fight Jake Paul instead? I'm sure it's a much bigger bag. I'm sure it's a much bigger bag.
And clearly that's what it's about. It's the bag,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, pretty soon they're going to have, Denzel Washington fighting somebody. They're going to start putting, old men. I mean, they're already putting old men in the ring.
As long as before the fight, Denzel looks at his watch and goes, 16 seconds. I'm with it.
Well, you mentioned this already. Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd is I think 140 or 50 something pounds, and Mike is over 200. What the fuck are we doing? Ever since Mike's had 3 fights, or this will be his third, since, saying he's out of retirement.
Right.
Roy Jones, that farce that was Jake Paul, and now this will be the third.
Yes.
I would rather him fight Holyfield because at least they're the same age.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
It's the trilogy.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, it'd be 2 old ass motherfuckers. But at least they both old. It'd be the trilogy.
I got a better one. Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas.
Oh, I would love to see that. Just because.
That's the fight.
Yeah.
That's the fight.
Just, he would mop Buster up. And I'd want to see it just because, again, I know we argued about this. Mike won the first fight.
Boo. No.
Fuck you.
No, he did
Mike
not.
won the
no,
first
he did
fight.
Not. No, he did not.
But I've been wanting to see the revenge
Mike
of that.
said the same thing. He had a long count. Yo.
Mike also said he wanted to eat people's children.
Okay.
Mike's all over the place.
No. But Mike said that Buster got a long count, that he technically knocked him out. But if you remember that fight, you saw Buster Douglas on one knee waiting for it to get to 10.
You're not going to convince me.
Okay.
There's footage of Mike looking at the fight, him and his team, and they're counting. He got a long count.
Yeah. Listen, the odds are interesting against Mayweather and Tyson.
First of all,
Mayweather is minus 500. Tyson is plus 300, which means that Mayweather is supposed to win.
they might as well fight with hoodies and headgear on. What are we doing, man? This is ridiculous.
Hoodies and headgear.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen,
They might as well fight with sumo outfits on. You know,
Come on, man.
the
Listen,
blues,
listen,
the
listen,
sumo
listen.
things.
he held back on Roy. He
Yes.
held back on Roy.
Yes, he did.
He the fight with Paul was fixed.
I don't think so.
No, it was absolutely fixed.
I don't think so.
Stop it.
I don't think
And then this one
Wait,
is
fix how? Do you think that Tyson would have won?
yes.
I don't know about
Are
that.
you out of your fucking mind?
Tyson looked horrible in that fight. He stumbled on his way into the ring.
It's called acting.
I don't know about that.
Dude,
I don't know.
Yo,
No,
first of all,
I don't think so.
First of all, you muscle memory. You don't forget your muscle memory. And when you look at some of Tyson's older fights, there was one moment in the first round where Mike dipped and could have clearly come with a right and took him out like he did a lot of his opponents. Here's what Mike did: he saw the moment, he did, and then he pulled back. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't agree.
That was fixed.
I don't agree. Listen, Michael Jai White, I had this exact same conversation with him, and this is someone who actually fights in movies
I
for a
know
living.
Michael Jai White. I got love for Michael Jai White. I respect Michael Jai White, and I certainly wouldn't want to say nothing crazy to Michael Jai White. But sometimes Mike says some wild shit that you go, get the fuck out of
Nah,
here.
Mike is almost always right when it comes to fight predictions and fight
Almost don't
analysis.
make perfect.
Well, no one's really gonna know unless someone comes forward and says, "Yes, the fight was fixed. I was paid a bunch of money to do
Didn't
it."
Michael Jai White say that something to the extent that Bruce Lee was a great fighter in terms of the movies, but something like in real life?
No, that's not what he said.
What did he say?
What he said was that in a fight between him and Bruce Lee, he would win that fight simply because how much bigger he is. Bruce Lee was like 140 pounds. This guy's like 2-something. He's like 230. Solid muscle.
Even though I'm, of course it's the truth. If he had to fight anybody that was above 150, you're an actor fighting a real fighter. Like if he had to fight Benny Urquidez, oh my God, Benny Urquidez. Fighting is not pretty. It's trading blows. If you're not used to getting hit, guess what's going to happen? So it's, I hate that I said it, but it is the truth.
Mike, I love you, but
Bruce Lee.
You versus
and Michael's an actual martial artist. on
Bruce
top of
wasn't?
it. They're both martial artists, but he's twice his size. He's twice his size. That's all he's saying. It's a physical size thing. It's hard for someone very small to beat someone very big if they're both doing more or less the same thing. All right, whatever. Yeah, the Tony Yayo face. I got it.
Bugsy Mogs had a 15-plus year career in the NBA.
Okay.
So size don't always mean everything.
Muggsy Bogues wasn't punching people. Okay.
That's not the point. The point is, even if you're undersized,
No,
you can still do some monstrous
Oh,
type
really?
shit.
Was he considered the star player of any of his teams? No.
Oh,
And I interviewed Muggsy. He was a great player for his size. And that's what people always say. For his size, he was a great player.
If he was garbage,
Was he ever
if
like
he
an
was
MVP?
garbage, he wouldn't have been in the NBA.
He wasn't garbage.
Okay then.
He was a solid.
And we know Bruce Lee ain't garbage.
He's definitely not garbage. But
Mike-
put someone twice his size and he's gonna lose.
Mike, I love you, but no.
If it goes to the floor, what could Bruce Lee do at that point?
If.
All right, whatever.
It might not go to the floor.
Okay.
Which is a testament to Bruce Lee.
Bruce gonna do like a spinning punch to like Mike's face and knock him out? Is this what you're saying?
I'm just saying, Bruce Lee is Bruce Lee for
Listen,
a
maybe
reason.
if there's weapons involved, like a nunchuck, I don't know.
Bruce
but
Lee is the weapon.
Okay. I know that you love Bruce Lee.
I don't have an affinity for Bruce Lee like I'm a diehard fan.
Really?
I
You didn't
just,
make any nunchucks at home when you were a kid? You didn't
No.
take 2 broom handles
No.
and like put a chain between them?
No,
Oh, me and all my
I
friends
was
did
busy
that.
looking at dirty magazines.
You said something interesting. You said that people were saying that Ali couldn't beat the current heavyweight,
Fuck out of here.
Alexander Usyk.
Fuck
Am I
outta
saying
here.
it right? Usyk?
I don't know his name, but whatever it is. Fuck out of here. Listen, man, I told you, and I know I've said it to you on this show. I don't know where we've come as a generation now where it is cool to shit on legends. It's actually cool to say, which I've seen dudes do on TikTok, Ali overrated. Tyson overrated. Michael Jordan, we done with the 90s. What is this goofy shit we doing? Muhammad Ali, in terms of speed, footwork, hand speed, movement, he was Roy Jones at heavyweight.
Yeah.
Stop it. And I'm not giving no European fighter over a brother. Again, niggas got that whip wop. And Ali had the whip wop. Stop it. Ali in his prime.
Look at the Klitschko's. The Klitschko brothers
heavyweight
dominate a lot of black American boxers.
The heavyweight division.
You see what
by
they did?
By the time the Klitschko's ascended, the heavyweight division wasn't what it once was.
That's true.
It wasn't what it once was.
But they were mopping people up.
Okay, it's easy to mop up midgets if you're the man in the room. I'm telling you, man. Look at Ali's fight against Cleveland Williams. That was the epitome of Ali at his peak powers. That is such a sexy fight. The way he moves, the Ali shuffle, going backwards, the combinations, shit.
Well, here's the thing when it comes to sports, right? It's hard for someone to relate to an event that they didn't watch live, right? When you were right there with a bunch of people, a bunch of men in the room, everyone's cheering, going crazy, things are happening, you're experiencing it in real time for the first time. It's different than going back and watching a video 20 years later. So people can't relate to what you and I went through with certain athletes.
These people are idiots. Are your eyes lying? Are your fucking eyes lying? Go with what your eyes are telling you. Let me tell you something, and Joe Rogan pointed this out before. When you look at the most, like I said, the most dangerous Ali had been, look at the Cleveland Williams fight. Now look at Mike Tyson versus Marvis Frazier, where dude was out before his body hit the ground. And then once he was on the canvas, his legs started twitching while he was out. That Mike Tyson, nobody fucks with. That Ali, nobody fucks with. I'm telling you, man.
The thing about Tyson, though, right, and I remember Holyfield pointed this out, was that Tyson was able to dominate so well because everyone was scared to death of him. Once he started running into people who were scared, that's when
Did they not have a reason to be scared?
They had a reason to be scared, but the fear made it that much easier for Tyson to just dominate these fights so quickly.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying. Once you saw what happened with Holyfield twice. Wasn't even close.
That wasn't the same Mike Tyson.
Close. Exactly.
That wasn't the same Mike Tyson.
Post-prison Tyson.
Yes.
Post-prison Tyson was not the same Tyson. I get it.
Yeah.
But what if Holyfield fought him before he went to prison?
I don't think Holyfield beats him. Mike Tyson, under the tutelage of Kevin Rooney, Jimmy Jacobs,
Gus D'Amato,
and even for a minute, Teddy Atlas.
Yeah.
That's an unchained lion.
Yeah, but then Don King came in.
And the rest was history.
And did his voodoo on him.
Right. And even then, Mike was still a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, for a little bit.
But when he was with Kevin Rooney, Mike was untouchable.
Well, have you seen some of the meltdown of Adrian Broner recently?
Dude, that's sad, brother.
Cameron kicked him off his show.
I saw that.
For hitting on his co-host, Stat Baby.
Right.
With like her boyfriend right there.
That was a G move.
Because we said Mama Cincinnati Bengal fan too, so you got it first.
I can't talk. I mean, all right, you told me to stop. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. I mean, I have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends in here. You know when my brother
Oh, shit,
that.
my bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
It's me.
Well, if you want to wait for us outside, you could, but I'm not going to sit in and not value your time neither.
You know, and listen, even though I know Adrian Broner's a boxer, my question was why wasn't the boyfriend doing anything?
He's a boxer. He was getting knocked out.
Well, Cameron was the one that said, "Hey, or we could." What did he say? Or you could wait for us outside. He said it in such a way.
No, he wasn't saying it like that. He basically was saying, because I've been to that studio before. I've been interviewed there. So
You've interviewed God.
Right.
You've been in heaven.
Cameron interviewed me on his show. Is what I'm
Okay.
saying, in Las Vegas,
Right.
which is where his studio is. It's a Sirius Studios. So there's like a whole big lobby outside the studio.
Yeah.
That's part of the studio. So what he was saying was, you can go hang out in the lobby. We could talk afterwards. You don't have to leave.
Oh, okay.
You'd hang out in the lobby. It wasn't like, yo, we're going to see you outside. No, it wasn't like that.
Well, I mean,
At least I didn't take it that way.
just because he's a boxer, you just gonna sit there and let him just hit on your lady like that?
If Mike Tyson grabbed your lady's butt, what would you do?
Wake up and say, I tried. You know what I'm saying? When I come back to, I'm gonna say I tried.
So you just get knocked out by Tyson?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's
You would do
it.
that?
And then we both, me and her, could be happy on an island, spending the lawsuit money.
Or maybe she might end up with Mike.
That could happen too.
That could happen too.
That could happen too.
That is an option.
That could happen too. Now I got to knock her out.
Wait, that's not funny. Well, it's a little funny, but it's not funny.
Right.
All right. Well, right after the Cameron thing happened, a video surfaced where like Adrian was trying to not pay a $2,200
I
task.
saw that.
Bro, I know you.
Baby, you don't want, bro. Come
You're
on,
not
bro.
from there, do that.
You ain't worth going to jail, bro.
I know you can't.
I ain't did nothing.
But you really
You'll
want this
get
in
your
the
money.
news, though?
Tomorrow.
Did y'all order anything from him?
Yeah, bro. When Earth we go. Yeah.
Hey, yo. Pay for this. I'll see you
I'm
tomorrow.
right here at the front door. Yeah.
He didn't even make that today.
Bro, I don't have that, bro. What are you talking about, bro? You AB, bro.
Yeah, that's what he makes in 2 weeks, bro.
Right, he didn't make that in one night.
Whenever y'all ready to arrest me. Arrest me. I ain't did nothing to nobody.
Yeah, like motherfuckers is getting free
I hear
walkthroughs
y'all
and
go.
That's like promotions, man.
That's all I can give. If y'all don't want it, take it back. What that is?
It's 40, bro.
It's 2. Damn, let's get them some money, man. They showed us some hospitality to the max.
And then I saw another video where he had on like some furry boots and his drawers, and he was dancing in his backyard.
Boots with the fur
Listen, man,
at the whole club.
you know,
looking at
one thing that's important in life is humility. And I forget the name of the Spanish fighter he fought, but he wasn't the same after that. Where he did the thing where in the middle of the fight, somehow his opponent got turned around where his backside was towards Broner. And then Broner grabbed him and pumped
Wait,
like
what?
he was fucking him in the ass.
Wait, what?
Hold on. And then later on in that same fight, this dude beat the shit out of Broner and at one point turned Broner around and pumped Broner in the ass. Broner ain't been the same since.
Marcos Medina.
Yes. You ain't seen that fight?
Hold on, I'm about to watch it right now. Hold on a second. We'll play it.
What, you gonna watch the whole fight?
That's like 22 seconds.
No, it's longer than 22 seconds.
No, but the humping part. Yep, there we go. Oh!
Which one? Who humped who?
Adrian just pumped Marcos.
Right, and then the dude whoops his ass during the whole fight
Yeah.
and does it back to him. Broner ain't been the same since.
Yeah, ever since he
And listen,
got his manhood taken by
listen.
Marcos Medina.
I understand you have to have a certain amount of confidence / border-like arrogant swagger in anything that you do in terms of sports. It's a gladiator thing, you know, and you got to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
But you also have to be humble to a degree. And Broner was one of the most cockiest dudes in the game.
Yeah.
So, you know, life has a way of humbling you if you don't humble yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've interviewed him before. I mean, cool dude, but he had a lot of problems along
Yeah.
the way. We went through like a whole bunch of situations. There were like
Right.
shootings and all types of craziness and so forth. So, Yeah, I mean, I like him as a boxer. Is his career over at this point, or is he still like
I mean,
competing? Like, I'm not quite sure.
People in the comments was like, dude, you got a belly now. It's over.
Ooh.
And you dancing in fur boots and your drawers. Pack it up, son.
Pack it up. Pack it up.
Big shout out to my man, comedian Wills.
Well, Dame Dash went on the Breakfast Club, and it was a lot. It was.
I didn't see it. I kind of heard about it, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, they started going at it. He started calling Charlamagne gay. Charlamagne started calling
some of them clapbacks is funny though. He said, "You look like a bald-headed woman."
Yeah, Charlamagne said your name should be Det Dash.
What is it?
Det Dash.
Det. Oh wow,
D-E-V-T.
Det Dash.
He said you should start a label called Det Jam. Look, man, I'm not a fan of Dave. Me and him have been going back and forth now for many, many years.
Got niggas saying they made Hove. Okay, so make another Hove.
Exactly. I guess at one point he claimed he was buying Revolt, and Revolt put a statement said this is just absolutely not true on any level. And then he claimed this, he's claiming that. It's sad to see it. Now so now he's gonna be suing Cameron for $300 million.
You know, Nas had a great line where he said something in one of his songs where he said, "You should chill if you short, prepare in deep thought." And some dudes need to fall back, yo. You know, listen, this is the land of milk and honey. This is America. Anybody can rebound. But sometimes you gotta go away.
25 million in debt. 25 million in debt, that's a hard rebound.
I know, but
that's a rebound that very few human beings can accomplish.
Well, if it's possible anywhere, it's possible here.
Yeah. Yeah, listen. I would love for Dame to rebound and be on top and do well and be like, see, I told y'all, look, I got these projects that are really cool and everything else like that. But the thing with Dame, and this is what I think Dame has forgotten, his superpower was finding talented people and working with them, attaching him to those people. Did it with Jay, did it with Kanye, did it with Cameron. He had a great run.
So what's stopping him from doing that again?
Well, I think some of those people just don't want to work with him anymore.
He don't have to work with those same people, does he?
Well, whoever he's trying to court, I don't know. Or maybe it really wasn't him. Maybe it really was the Jay-Z effect. Maybe Jay-Z was such a bright force that everyone just wanted to be around him, and Dame was able to take advantage of that in a good way. See what I'm saying?
Which makes more sense now to Jay's line. Niggas saying they made Hove.
Made another Hove. Yeah.
Okay,
make another Hove. Yeah, that's the thing. I in retrospect, I think that was really more that. It was really like everyone wanted to be with Jay. Because remember when Jay was in his heyday?
Oh yeah, that 90s run?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there was other figures, but when you look at over time, like everyone wanted to be around Jay.
And again, let me go back. This thing where we disrespect our legends. Like I hear so many people go, yo, Jay-Z's a overrated rapper. He not even in the top 10. Are you out of your fucking mind? Not only is he one of the best lyricists ever, but again, you talking about words to truth. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. That's one of the coldest lines ever, because it's true.
Yeah.
Jadakiss, why niggas lying 85% of their rhymes? Why the niggas lie? Hove is telling the truth.
Yeah, Memphis Bleak actually did an interview where he gave a theory why Jay-Z no longer raps. Kind of an interesting theory. He said Jay's always been the businessman. If you go back to the first album, second album, around that time, he was always talking about retiring after that album, right? He never wanted to be this big superstar. He wanted to be the biggest businessman. So music was the backbone, but the business is his personality. So now at this point, he's to be challenged to do music. You know, not like someone has to diss him or anything, but he has to feel like there's no one on, at this point, he feels like there's no one on his level. Back then, Eminem was doing music. Pun, Biggie, Tupac, he had competition. Oh, I got to be number one, but there's no competition for him at this point.
Listen.
Which I disagree with. There's lots of competition.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Up to his part, his level?
Yeah. Lyrically, musically?
Who's out there that's doing it, that's making music right now at that level?
Drake.
You think
Drake? The domination of Drake is pretty crazy.
Oh.
Worldwide, he's still doing stadiums.
Lyrically, he's not fucking with Hove.
Kendrick.
Now, as far as being a
Kendrick.
no,
Really? Okay.
lyrically, no.
Kendrick.
Now, granted, Drake from a showmanship in terms of the brand Drake.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But bar for bar, no way. Dude, let me tell you something. The clip, was it Hot 97, Funk Flex? A young Drake is in the studio and the beat's going and he has to freestyle.
Yeah.
The whole time he just kept going, all right, here we go. Hi. He never did it. Go to Funk Flex. I love this freestyle with Jay-Z where he ends it by saying, had to take off the blazer, loosen up the tie, get inside the booth, Superman is alive. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. No, I remember it.
Come on.
No, listen.
I got young niggas that'll blaspheme. No religion. Let me stop, Flex. I don't want nobody catching feelings. Drake, bar for bar, the fuck out of here.
Well, no. Drake has been more of a pop rapper.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the overall domination of music, Drake actually, I think, may have even had a longer run than Jay-Z. In terms of consistently dropping album after album.
LeBron has had a longer run than Michael Jordan. Who's been more successful?
I see your point.
It ain't always about, how long. It's what you've done in the time that you've done it.
Yeah, I mean, look at how much DMX did in a short time.
Yeah.
2 #1 albums.
Yeah.
The same year.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's done that.
And listen, the cocaine ain't as potent today as it once was in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Well, yeah, I mean, right now, there's less rap songs on the Spotify top charts than the whole time in Spotify history. There's only like 2 songs on the charts right now.
Right.
Like rap right now is just not reacting the way it was. It just isn't. Because, my theory is there's no real new superstar in rap. It's a bunch of older artists that are still dropping stuff that people, oh yeah, that's cool. But no one's having a 50 Cent get rich
Why
or
do
die
you think
trying.
that is? Garbage. Garbage.
Everyone's garbage. That's why.
Garbage, nigga.
Everyone, huh?
If the blue magic is what it is, the customers will be there. It ain't blue magic.
Well, we haven't had a J. Cole in a while. A new J. Cole type artist, a new Kendrick type artist, a new Drake type artist, a new Nicki Minaj type artist, a Lil Wayne that makes this huge dominant run. Everyone's just sort of dropping projects that are all kind of legacy artists right now. There's no hot new rapper that's just dominating right now.
Yeah.
Because according to you, they're all garbage.
Garbage.
Well, let's switch gears for a second. You called out for people who are mocking Charlie Kirk's death. Now, you disagree with a lot of stuff that Charlie Kirk did and said, but you support his stance on transgenders.
I agree with him about that. Whenever when he would go to the college campuses and he would ask them, what is a woman? And of course the kids would ramble about what a woman is and he would break it down. No, science versus feelings.
Yeah.
What is a woman? And he would break that shit down. And I'm like, how do you not agree with that? And listen, like I do in my stand-up, we're all human beings. We all should be protected under the laws that this land provides, and everybody should be able to be who you want to be. Live your life. Nobody should be assaulted, physically, verbally accosted. People's rights shouldn't be fucked with. But just because I don't agree with it doesn't make me transphobic.
I mean, when you saw the video of him getting killed, what'd you think?
It's brutal.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so graphic.
Yeah. And then you had some people that were celebrating his death, some people that were mourning his death. I didn't celebrate.
I think the thing that I heard that I think was fair was people would go, I'm not going to mock his death, but I'm also not going to mourn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you were one of those people that felt a certain way in terms of your feelings towards him and you were strong in those beliefs and you stood firm in those beliefs, I think that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, what was he said that he didn't support, what was was it the Bill of Rights or what was the?
He said the Civil Rights Act.
The Civil Rights Act, there we go.
Yeah.
He said the Civil Rights Act was wrong or should have happened? And like a little black
you
boy
should
confronted
look
him
it
about
up.
that?
That way we don't misquote it.
Okay, hold on. Charlie Kirk said that the Civil Rights Act was a huge mistake. There you go.
Well, listen.
And, hold on, there's a little more. He said, I have a very radical view on this, but I can defend it, and I've thought about it. We made a huge mistake when we passed the Civil Rights Act in the 1960s. He said that the Civil Rights Act led to a permanent DEI-type bureaucracy. You know, he also said that Martin Luther King Jr. was awful. He's not a good person. He said one good thing he actually didn't believe. Well, there you have it. There you have it. And I remember there was like a little black kid, like he was maybe 10 years old, that actually confronted him about this. And he said, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Civil Rights Act.
Right. You know, and then he also said that, you know, he said, I forget the other women he named, but Michelle Obama. And then he named about 2 other women of color and basically said that black women's brain, they don't have the brain power to, pull that up too.
Yeah.
But somebody pointed out, which was, I thought funny, was all these women he were naming went to Yale and Harvard. Yeah. And I don't even think he finished college.
Here's what he said. He said, black women do not have the brain processing power to be taken seriously. You have to go steal a white person's slot.
Well, listen. And this is kind of sometimes what white folks do with verbal trickery. Because I get what he is trying to say, but the way that he is saying it,
What is he trying to say?
He's talking about you should be qualified for a position instead of it's given to you
because you're black.
Because you're black.
Right.
Now, whether you agree with that or not, there are certain reasons why these things have been put in place to protect us. There's certain reasons. Now, some might argue, well, now in 2025, that's not valid. Okay, but my thing is this. I don't need to see the chunks in the milk to know it's spoiled. I can smell it. And he has a way of saying things where you go, even though I kind of get where you're going, dude, your milk is spoiled. Because you just say things in such a way where it's like, really? Really? And again, the black women that he named are all smarter than you, have higher educations than you.
Yeah. And it was the black woman who killed him.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
It was a white guy.
So all that goes out the window.
Yeah. White guy.
And then he also said things about in the black community being so dangerous, you're more likely to be killed by a black person than a white person. He said you are more likely to be killed by a black person than a white person.
Well, that's true of every race. White people are more, likely to be killed by a white person. Asian people are more likely to be killed by an Asian person. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, black people are more likely to be killed by black people, just like every other race. Proximity.
Okay, fine. But again, when he says it the way he says it, and this is why you got to be careful. It's a dog whistle. To the white people out there that feel that way because they simply hate niggas, now here's their champion. Yay, he said it. Yay. Meanwhile, who killed him?
Yeah. A white guy.
Boy, that karma is a motherfucker, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, look, I interviewed, a former FBI sniper named Chris Whitcomb. He was part of the hostage squad, the hostage rescue squad, which is kind of like the Navy SEALs of the FBI in a way. And he was there at Waco, Texas. He was there at Ruby Ridge. You know about Ruby Ridge? Ruby Ridge was crazy. So basically what happened with Ruby Ridge was you had this like kind of crazy ex-vet who was having all these guns. He lived in some mountain called Ruby Ridge with like his 14-year-old son, his wife, and like one of his friends. The FBI was going to, I guess, serve an arrest warrant because he had like sawed-off shotguns or something like that. On their way up to the mountain, they ran into his 14-year-old son, his friend, and the dog. The dog rushed the FBI agents. The FBI agents shot the dog. Then the son shot the FBI agent. They returned fire and killed the son. And then the
hell
friend
broke
killed the
loose.
FBI agent. So then they go to the house and refuse to come out with all these guns and a dead kid and the FBI surrounding them and that type of thing. But like basically he talked about how the biggest threat right now in America in terms of these terrorist attacks is these young, white, disenfranchised white males. These are the guys that are doing all the shootings. Pretty much every time.
I said my very first Vlad TV interview when I had the red V-neck t-shirt on. It was wrinkled like a motherfucker. I said this boogeyman-like stigma that black people are to be feared. Ooh, the boogeyman black man. When historically, white people have been the most dangerous people on the planet, historically, in terms of murder, mayhem, and destruction. White people have been the most dangerous people on the planet. History tells us this.
So you think it's projection? White people are projecting their own, insecurities onto other races by saying
They've always done that. They've always done that.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was suspended indefinitely over making a joke about Trump not attending, the funeral of Charlie Kirk. And he got suspended. Now he's back, though.
Boy,
he's back.
Power to people.
Power to the people, because I guess everyone was turning off
Would they say 40? How many billions did Disney lose? And the stock plummeted?
People are turning off their subscriptions. That was bullshit. Honestly, that
of
was
course
bullshit.
It was.
That was bullshit. Because, when I first heard about it, and I first heard he was suspended, I said, oh, so what was he saying? It was probably like, he was probably talking about having sex with Charlie Kirk's corpse in front of his wife or something just so
it was
garish that it was like you can't even get over it.
It was almost as tame as Chris Rock's joke about Jada. The G.I. Jane joke.
It was even tamer than that.
It wasn't, in other words, the crime didn't fit the punishment.
He basically said, he showed a clip of Trump and they talked to him about Charlie Kirk's death and he starts talking about this new building they're constructing on the White House. Like, he's like, okay, clearly he's not all that concerned about it. And he got fired for that?
But the people spoke. And this is a huge win for what's right.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I agree. Listen, I talked to Linnell right afterwards, and she's real close to Jimmy Kimmel. She actually has a residency at his club in Vegas.
Oh, is that
Last time I saw her was there. And she was just like in shock. In shock that this happened. And really, it happened, it's one of these situations where it's like, now that this happened, do you think the comedians are scared to say certain things on television? Not you.
Oh.
You're not on television, though.
But I've always stood my ground in terms of what I believe. I've always, Now, granted, let me not front. If I was on a national television show, a popular television show, yeah, you got to kind of step different. You know what I mean? You got to step different. But it's all in the steps. You got to know how to Fred Astaire that shit. You can still say what you want to say, but you got to Fred Astaire that shit. And listen, and hold up, rewind. I did a joke probably 4 days after the Charlie Kirk incident.
Yep.
I was at a club in Kansas City, and this one drunk chick wouldn't shut the fuck up. I reprimanded her like 3 times. And then finally I go, oh my God, sweetie, you are a pain in the ass. You worse than a shot in the neck.
Ooh.
And then I went too soon. And, the majority of the responses, people went, yo, it's fucking hilarious. And then, of course, there were some that were like, yo, unfollow. Cancel. We need to cancel this nigga. So, it's par for the course.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said this here on your show, but I'm going to say it again in case I didn't. Because I, as they say, I think it's a gem dropper. But to you people who go, I don't like you, unfollow. Do you understand that the moment you get out of line, somebody is there to take your place? Like, why do y'all think that because you unfollow me, there aren't other people who will follow me for the same reasons you unfollowed me? That's like being at the beach and you think because you get out the water, you make the sea level change. You're not that important.
Well, you had gone on Ice Cube about his acting, and then War of the Worlds came out, which was considered one of the worst films of this era. Now, he actually addressed that. He said the project was shot under strict COVID-19 protocols in 2020, which forced him to complete his scenes in 15 days, and he filmed it without the director or the cast present. That's the excuse.
You started to mention highest to lowest.
Yes.
Let's go there.
Let's go.
Yeah. You were about to ask me, did I see it?
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
I thought a lot of people shitted on it.
Really?
Yeah, the
Why?
reviews, that's what I said.
Are you just not going to mention Ice Cube at this point? You're just going to...
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. I see what you did. All right, we'll go forward. Highest to lowest, I thought was great.
I thought it was awesome.
That was great. Even A$AP Rocky, I thought pulled it off pretty well. Not a great performance, but I think he
I don't
did
get,
what he was supposed to do.
I don't get the whole he looks like Denzel thing.
What?
A lot of people were saying he looked like a young Denzel.
No, he doesn't.
I didn't see that at all.
I don't see that at all.
But yeah, to be honest, man, I thought that it was some of Spike's greatest work since Do the Right Thing.
There's Malcolm X in there. That was after Do the Right Thing.
Malcolm X. Malcolm X was great. But
you're saying this was better than Malcolm X? Highest to low is better than Malcolm X?
Yeah,
really?
It's a different energy. It's a totally different energy.
I can't agree with that.
Malcolm X was not a popcorn soda movie. It was a stick your chest out, put your chin up, let's be proud. This is our moment movie. Highest to lowest was a popcorn soda movie.
I mean, there's also, let's see, He Got Game. Yeah. I mean, listen,
I'm a Denzel fanatic. So anything that Denzel does, with the exception of 2 movies, which I didn't like, everything to me is golden. And I thought this was dope.
You know what's interesting is that, like, I'm looking through Spike's discography or filmography, I guess, and there are a lot of films that are like, Chirac. Inside Man was cool, but not like great.
I mean, again, when I think Spike Lee and Explosive, I think School Days, I think Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing. School Days was interesting.
Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever was the next one I was going to mention. So you like Jungle, so you like Highest to Low is better than Jungle Fever?
Again, Jungle Fever is a statement movie.
Right.
Do the Right Thing is a statement movie. School Days is a statement movie.
Well, Do the Right Thing was a statement movie as well as a great overall movie.
It was a great overall movie,
overall, just with a lot of moments.
It spoke to a very turbulent time in terms of race relations and what was going on in and out, around New York City and in those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Highest to Lowest is not a statement movie. It's just get your popcorn, get your soda, and enjoy.
Mo Better Blues was cool, but not great. It was cool.
Not great, but artsy, a little artsy.
I liked it, yeah. Artsy-wise, Crooklyn, cool, not great. Summer Sam, cool, not great. Bamboozle, cool, not great. He doesn't have a lot of great ones, man.
I told you my 3: School Days, Do the Right Thing, and Jungle Fever.
Yeah, I wouldn't put School Days in that list.
Why?
I just couldn't connect to it. How's that? Because really, School Days was based on a black college experience. I watched it in high school. I couldn't really relate.
Oh, you wasn't fucking black women yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
But even if I was...
No, if you was, you'd have been into it.
I would have been into it?
Yeah.
I gotta go back and rewatch
Once
it now.
you taste the nectar of Punkle Butter, nigga.
When I go back and watch it, it's like the best movie ever? Okay.
Yeah.
Omar Gooding dissed you recently.
I spoke to him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was that over?
We won't get into that.
No?
But we handled it. We spoke like men, and we handled it.
Yeah, what's interesting is I had Omar Gooding on my show a long time ago, right? Some years back, maybe 3-4 years ago. And Halloween was coming up. So I kind of was brainstorming about some of the various guests I had on my show to kind of do like a little Halloween thing where they bring back some of their iconic characters. So I reached out to Faison Love. I said, what do you think about doing an interview as Big Worm? And he was like, oh, that's a good idea. So, he got the hair rollers and whatever, and we kind of did this whole interview with him, in character.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit up Omar to do his character from Baby Boy, and I didn't hear back from him, which is fine. So he does an interview sometime later and was like, yeah, Vlad hit me up to do this interview as me from the character Baby Boy, and I just blocked him. I'm like, you blocked me? I'm like, you that sensitive over me asking you to act when you're an actor? I don't get it.
Hit him up again. See what happens.
I don't know. Did you see the whole thing with Cameron?
With you?
No, with Cameron and Omar.
No.
I guess they had some sort of beef back in the day, so Cameron booked him to do an acting job that didn't actually exist.
Mm.
And I guess filmed the whole thing.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Shout out to Omar Gooding, man. I ain't got nothing against you. I don't know why you felt it was necessary to go and diss me on a podcast when, I had you on my show and was very polite and gave you a platform and reached out to you to be an actor and do something that your fellow actor actually did and actually had a great response for. But you're welcome to come on the show and you could confront me with your feelings and so forth. But I actually have no idea why you went left in that situation. I'd asked you to play a role that you had already played, to reprise a role. It happens all the time on Saturday Night Live, right? When they bring back like a Eddie Murphy or a Dave Chappelle, what do? They reprise their iconic roles.
You ain't Saturday Night Live.
Hey, I'm not Saturday Night Live, obviously, but I have a platform with millions of viewers.
Okay.
With millions of viewers. Oh, okay. So because I'm not Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. NBA. Who do you have winning the finals this year? I know it's crazy early, but who do you got?
I mean, I wouldn't see why OKC wouldn't repeat.
Yeah. Look, according to betonline.ag, so Oklahoma City Thunder is number 1. Number 2 is the Cavaliers at 650. Number 3 is Nuggets, 750.
I would put the Knicks over the Cavs.
Number 4 is Knicks. Number 5 is Houston. And number 6 is Lakers. There goes the top 6. Do you agree with this list or no?
I don't know. I think the Lakers are probably lower than that. It's got nothing to do with, LeBron. I just think that LeBron's older, and I don't know that they have the right pieces.
I mean, even Luka over there?
Him and Luka, I mean, are they really that 1-2 punch?
Well, maybe they're not the 1-2 punch, but at one point, don't you think that someone's going to replace LeBron on that level?
Where's LeBron going to go?
Retire. Maybe go to some other team. Jordan had a little Wizards run at the end.
Yeah, but he had already won 6.
Well, how many has LeBron won?
4.
4. That's a pretty good record right there.
What, 4 and 6? Or 6-0?
No. Retiring with 4 rings is pretty damn good. Yes?
It's how he got him, though. It's how he got him.
Because he hopped around a lot?
Well, yeah. One of them in the bubble. The other one, Ray Allen saved you. Some could argue that Kyrie saved you. Who saved Jordan?
Well, nobody saved Jordan, but, Pippen obviously was a...
Yeah, you need a 1-2 punch.
He was a very strong...
You need a 1-2 punch.
Co-player right there.
You need a 1-2 punch.
Yeah? So, you're saying the Lakers should be lower?
Yes.
Because after the Lakers is Orlando Magic.
Where's Golden State?
Ooh, shit. Where the fuck is Golden State? Oh, my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Damn.
They got the Hawks over Golden State.
No.
Yes. No, even with Golden State. Even with Golden State.
Yeah, that's...
Atlanta and Golden State are both at 2,500.
That's a bullshit list.
The Timberwolves are above both of them. And they're one below the Clippers.
Yeah, no.
So you're not buying this list?
No.
Okay. So who would you say was going to be the matchup?
For
The
East versus
finals.
West?
Yeah, right now. Who's the matchup? Who's in the finals?
OKC versus
and
the
who?
Knicks.
Versus the Knicks?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they're in the top 4.
Yeah.
They have not won a championship since the year I was born.
What was that, 73?
73.
Yeah. Yeah.
None of us have seen them win a championship. None of us.
And the way that city went ape last year, like they had won the finals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Until OKC came in.
Yeah.
Said, we'll take that. Thank you.
Yeah. No, Indiana.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Indiana came in.
Yeah,
Indiana came in.
Yeah.
And then OKC served them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, you've had some comments about the WNBA complaining about playing back-to-backs.
Uh-huh. But they want to get paid like the men.
Right. You said, so let's see. We got this right. They want equality. They want to get paid like men, but they're not as good as the men. They don't bring as much revenue as the men. The league actually loses money. They play less games, but can't do back-to-backs. Got it. I say this all the time. Women are like children. They're not all that different from toddlers. They're nonsensical, and they don't let sense and logic stop them from throwing a tantrum.
There you go.
That's what you said.
There you go. There you go. Yes. Love women to death, but they're like children, man. They are children. What did I see? It was a clip of one of the judges, female judge, like Judge Judy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a white lady. She has her own show like Judge Judy. She's a judge. And she had this guy on who was like some sort of a doctor. And at one point, as she's talking to him, she calls him honey. And he goes, "Man, please don't call me honey. I'm a doctor. My name is such and such." And he was saying, "Approach me the right way." And then she got mad and said something. And then he one-upped her with another comment. And finally, she just got mad and went, "You know what? Get the hell out of my courtroom." Children. Because he checked you, and he was right, about addressing him in the proper manner. What do? You didn't get your way, so you got mad and threw a tantrum.
Yeah, I mean, look, when you look at the WNBA, you can't say we want the same salaries as the men because you don't bring the revenue.
That's the
that
bottom
men
line.
Bring in. But because of all the attention the WNBA has been getting,
Caitlin Clark,
and what's her name?
Sloth?
Who?
The Sloth?
It's really called the Sloth.
We know who you talking about.
Angel Reese.
Yeah.
Angel Reese, right? I mean, Angel Reese has her own Nike sneaker.
She was on a cereal box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, they're making so much money outside the NBA, just like the men now. I mean, not as much as the men, but a good amount that they've never gotten before in the history of really women's sports in general.
Right.
I mean, maybe tennis. Yeah. I mean, tennis, they've been getting bags. Like Serena has been Nike deals and so forth. But this is the first time outside of tennis that somebody's really been getting this type of money as a woman. You're not going to get the same salary.
No.
You're not filling the arenas
you
like
don't
that.
perform the same way.
Yeah.
Which is the excitement of the game. I always used to go, who's the female version in the WNBA of Magic Johnson? Passes like that. Who's the female version in the WNBA of Michael Jordan? Graceful in the air, body control. Who's the female in the WNBA that can break ankles like Allen Iverson? Who's the female in the WNBA that can dominate the paint and slam like Shaq? Who's the woman in the WNBA who has personality and pizzazz and rebounds with flair and plays defense like Dennis Rodman? Who's the woman in the WNBA that, can block shots like Mutombo? They don't perform the same way. Who's the woman in the WNBA who's like Kobe, LeBron? Come on, man. We're looking at chest passes, bounce passes, layups, and jump shots.
Yeah.
Where the alley-oop dunks? Where the putback dunks?
Doesn't the WNBA use a smaller ball?
I don't know if they use a small. No, I don't think so. And, a couple of, I think it was Shaq that suggested lowering the rim. They almost get offended when they hear you say that.
Yes. The WNBA used a similar and lighter basketball, a size 6 with a circumference of 28.5 compared to the NBA standard 7 ball, which is 29.5. So the ball is actually a little bit smaller.
Hey, some of them WNBA players, I don't know why they don't play with the man's ball. They got man bravado.
Ball smaller. So,
but their dicks are bigger.
Remember Dildo Gate?
Man.
Dildo Gate. Big green dildos being thrown onto the court.
Man.
Only green, though.
Right,
Only green.
right.
I guess at one point they prohibited any sort of bag to come into the.
It was useless without the strap-on belt.
You gotta look at the locker rooms for that.
Hey.
You put Tommy Davidson on your Mount Rushmore comedians.
Uh-huh.
So Patrice O'Neal, Dave Chappelle, and Bill Burr are the other three.
Yes.
Listen, I've interviewed Tommy Davidson. I think he's brilliant.
Listen, what solidifies that to me is the bit he did on our Shaq's All-Star Comedy Jam about Spanish TV, and then his bit about square dancing. That solidifies it to me. I mean, when you look at those two bits, the animation, the physicality, how just funny it is, the ability to speak Spanish, when he does the square dancing, playing the different instruments, all while in rhythm, and Tommy's a monster, man. He's one of those. He's one of the comedians who I felt like never really got his just due. He should have been. He should be bigger than what he is.
I agree.
Hands down.
I agree. Because, your Mount Rushmore is Tommy, Patrice, Dave, and Bill Burr. But you have the Mount Olympus with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
So those are just above.
Those are the gods. Those are the titans.
That's a good list.
They're the ones that look down on us.
What's the name of the white guy who passed away a few years ago?
George Carlin?
George Carlin. Yeah. I'll put him on my my top list, my Mount Rushmore.
That's fair.
Yeah. George Carlin was just brilliant. Brilliant and so different in his approach to comedy.
Yeah.
Like using intelligence to tell the stories and, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I just sometimes felt like Carlin was more of like lectures than stand-up.
Yeah. It's almost like a professor.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I think the goal has always got to be about making them laugh. But that's, of course, that's where subjective comes in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of comedians, you said you stopped doing Denzel impressions because a comedian named C. King just does it better than you?
C. King does it better than all of us.
Let me pull this up. I don't think I've ever
Come on, man. C. King is the dude. Reggie Reg, Dean Edwards, myself, Godfrey, Jay Farrow, we all have done Denzel, but C. King is the undisputed champion.
Hello? You thought you reached me. Unfortunately, I'm unable to take your call, but if you leave your name, your number, and a brief message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I guarantee it. I stand by it. That means don't call this number no more. That means the next time we would have spoken would have been because I reached out to you and not the other way around. You understand what I'm telling you? Don't call this number no more. Huh? You understand me? Huh? Don't call this number no more. I'll leave a message after the beep. Beep.
I always say, man, impressions is about notes. If you're a singer, you got to be on key. He's so on key. Like even when he brings it down, all right, everything that he's got that. All right, everything that it's perfection.
Well,
that's like when I was like when I did the Fat Joe and Jada pod, and they put me on the spot and said, you got a Jada. I'd never really done Jada, and it wasn't great. But then when I left and I went, when Jada talk, you gotta get the, whatever the note is, you gotta get the note. Now I got it.
What about Fat Joe?
Can I do Fat Joe?
Yes.
No, not at all.
No?
No.
You tried.
I just got to tell an exaggerated story. But yeah, I mean, C. King is in pocket.
Yeah.
It's scary how in pocket he is.
Well, I posted that I was having this interview on the forum on my YouTube channel, and one of the people responded, 609 Tails, said, ask Aries to do a Puerto Rican impression. He's a New York comic, so he should have a solid PR voice.
Man, listen, all I ever say when I imitate a Hispanic person is, do you want to play baseball for the Yankees? That's it.
For the Yankees?
For the Yankees. I'm going to play baseball for the New York Yankees, man.
Well, another person commented, PGS Baby, he said, who's the one celebrity you've never impersonated but always wanted to?
I've never impersonated. The one celebrity who I wish I could impersonate well that I never could was Obama. You know? To have the first and only black president, and I can't do the due diligence by having an awesome impression. Like, I know his cadence. You know, my daughter, Sasha Malek. I know the cadence.
Yeah, the
I didn't
cadence
do
is
the
right,
voice.
but the voice is not
no,
right.
the voice is
Yeah,
not right. The
yeah.
voice is not there.
So you tried and you just realized
It's
you
not
can't
there.
do it.
It's just not there.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Well, Tracy Morgan. I'm gonna have to say, this one time when I used to film on the Ed Lover show, and Tracy was there, he was one of the funniest people I've ever been around. Off camera, on camera, it was just
Off camera,
always,
definitely.
Yeah, always
Off
just
camera,
funny.
definitely. Like, he's comedically.
Yeah,
he's a little. I don't know what the right word is. He's wild, and his thought process and some of the things he says that isn't necessarily for me. Like, I remember one time I saw a clip when he was talking about eating elephant booty. You gonna eat an elephant booty? You gotta get in there, and eat the elephant booty. And I'm like, come on.
That was funny though.
He talking about eating the ass out of an elephant. I'm just like, okay, dude. But
that was funny though. Like, I'm laughing right now. You don't think that was funny? That was
okay.
That was funny.
But
who would think of some shit like that?
But here's
Pun
like
intended.
I did a show with him in Rochester.
Okay.
One time, and it was me and him, and I hung out with him. We were hanging out before the show, and we both rode together to the radio station to go do some press. And Tracy could be in the middle of listening to you, and you talking to him, and out of nowhere he'll just say wild shit like, "Yo, I'm gonna wait till my daughter turn 18. That way I can show her how to put a condom on."
What? What? Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know what to make of that.
Exactly.
I'm still trying to get my head around that.
Yeah.
And I haven't done it yet.
I'm gonna wait till my daughter turn 18 so I can show her how to put a condom on.
Pretty good impression, by the way.
No, it's not. You know who does the best Tracy Morgan I've ever heard? Dean Edwards.
Okay.
Dean captures that motherfucker.
Well, speaking of that, Ghostface dropped a new album.
Oh, Lord.
You heard it?
Oh, no, but I know where you're going. With his
You know where I'm
son?
going, yes.
Oh.
By the way, before we get into this, very solid album. The new
Ghostface album.
The new Ghostface album.
Oh, Ghost has been solid.
Very solid.
Always been solid.
No, very solid. There was like MOP features. And
Yeah,
it was just
yeah.
the Conway, the machines on there. Like, the features all right. It is really creative. There's this one like kind of like a courtroom song that's really just like creatively dope.
Yeah.
You know, me and Ghost were actually supposed to do an interview, but he had done so many interviews by that point, and he wanted an appearance fee that I was just like, this doesn't make sense. There's like 100 Ghostface interviews already.
Right.
I just don't see cutting a check for that just making sense. So, but his son, who is trans, named Infinite Coles, made a song about him, called him out.
That's got to hurt his spirit a little bit.
Yeah. The son said, I'm finally telling my side of the story and how I feel about the whole situation. It's very positive, about nothing but love. I have no hate towards my father at all. I love my father. I just wish we could connect and understand one another and respect one another. I haven't seen my father in over 10 years. I always wonder if he's okay. I wonder if we'll be able to mend or have a conversation.
Listen, I don't know Ghost personally. And one of my proudest moments is when the Wu-Tang performed on Mad TV. And I got
they perform
yeah,
Mad TV.
Yeah.
All the members?
Yeah, all the members.
Okay.
And I've always known Meth and been cool with Meth. But I never met Ray, never met Ghost, RZA. So that was awesome for me because I grew up on them. But Ghost just seems like such a street dude that certain things just ain't gonna fly with him. And while some might argue, hey man, it's still your kid.
Yeah.
Regardless as to what lifestyle they want to lead or who they turn out to be, they're still your kid. And listen, and I can't judge a man or say what he should or shouldn't do in regards to that. But he just, from the outside looking in, he just seems like the type of dude from in terms of where he comes from, what he stands for, who he is. It ain't gonna fly with him. Just ain't gonna fly with him. And everybody ain't gonna be Magic Johnson and be supportive.
Yeah, those are some rough pictures to look at. Those family pictures of Magic Johnson, where it's got like the son just, hey, look at me. I'm trans. I'm wearing makeup and wigs and high heels, and I'm heavy, and it's weird looking.
He is Dragon Ball Z gay. I mean, to the umpteenth power.
Yeah.
Like I always said, if my son was gonna be gay, can you be, what's my man? Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper gay.
Keep it on the hush. Don't be, it's a raining man. Hallelujah. Like, you know what I mean?
Don Lemon gay.
Don Lemon.
Don Lemon gay.
Don't be,
RuPaul gay.
Glitter for everybody. You know?
I'm kind of scared to say anything because I think that the interview is going to get chopped up and I'm going to sound gay again.
It probably will.
On TikTok.
It probably will.
Yeah, man, look, we both have kids. If one of
like, if you're going to go suck that dick, don't let me hear it.
Don't let you, I don't want to hear the slurping.
You can be in the corner with it. But be quiet. I don't want to hear the and to go, that's my boy.
Wasn't expecting the sound effects, but okay. I mean, if one of your kids came out as trans, what would you do?
You know, I'd have to be put in that situation to know. I wouldn't even want to play with that. You know, I wouldn't even want to play with that.
No.
But I'd have to be in that situation to go, okay, I'm here. Now what? You know? Because, like, listen, again, you're going to be who you're going to be, live your life, live your truth. But no dad wants that. No dad wants it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I guess the alternative is that you end up not having a relationship with your child at all, which is what Ghost has chosen to do, right? For 10 years, they haven't talked.
Right.
You know, but you see this, but you don't just see this in this situation. I just interviewed Gloria Velez, right? And she has a baby with Aaron Hall. And at one point, he didn't see his son for like over 10 years.
Because he's gay?
No, not because he's gay. They had a big falling out.
Oh.
They had a big falling out, and he ended up leaving Florida, and she ended up raising the son. Aaron Hall IV is actually his name.
Right.
On his own. On her own, I mean. And, you know, you see it all the time. You see it both ways. Sometimes you see mothers that don't talk to their kids and so forth. But I don't know. I think if any of my kids ended up gay, trans, whatever, they're still my kids, man. I can't imagine.
Aaron Hall's son never called him a dad. I'm in a jam. Oh, jam. I know that shit probably whack. Oh, jam.
I was not ready for that. Yeah, but look, at the end of the day, man, these are your kids. And you have no control over them, especially at a certain point.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Final question. As you're wearing your Built 80s Tough t-shirt,
yeah,
you said that Biggie's N-Words Bleed song should be a tutorial for anyone wanting to learn how to rap.
Absolutely.
Why that particular song?
Because it's a Martin Scorsese like vivid picture painted so vividly. As Biggie tells that story, everything from the melody to the lyrics, you just see it all unfold in front of you like you're watching a movie. And I think it's just a masterclass in storytelling. And reason number 581 why rap from that time and that era was at its most potent. Because again, whether you have a song like that or whether you have a song like Rewind, where Nas tells the story backwards, who's doing that today? Who's painting vivid pictures like that today?
Kendrick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kendrick has some really interesting songs. Like I remember there's this one song on his newest album where he's talking about being reincarnated multiple times as different people throughout history.
But see, the difference I think now is you get one of those, like those are a dime a dozen. Whereas back in the 90s and early 2000s, you got that in abundance. That kind of level of artistry, that quality, you got that all the time. Now it's the diamond in the rough.
I mean, are you saying that Biggie is the greatest lyricist of all time?
I'm not saying he's the greatest lyricist of all time, but I've always said he's in my top 5.
Okay, lyricism.
Yes.
Top 5.
Lyrics. Yes.
Biggie?
Nas, Jay-Z, Jadakiss, and M.
Okay. I mean, nobody under 50 on that list. There's nobody under 50 in that list.
What do you mean under 50?
Under 50 years old.
Okay.
I mean, Biggie obviously died young, but I'm saying had he lived.
Yeah.
Lyricist. Let me see. Let me just bring up a list. You're leaving out Rakim?
Well, somebody's got to be left out.
Yeah. You're leaving out Andre 3000? No?
Not my cup of tea.
Because he's
I'm
from the
sorry.
South?
Just not my cup of tea. You know. And again, the people in the comments are going to say I'm East Coast biased. I am. I like what the fuck I like. I like that sound that comes with New York fitteds and Timberlands. You know?
I mean, some people say Black Thought.
Black Thought is a beast. Black Thought is a fucking beast.
Yeah. Tupac Shakur, you could debate whether he's a lyricist or more of just like a passionate rapper.
I've always said he's passion, fire, and energy, not lyricist.
Scarface?
Not my cup of tea. Regional. It's a regional thing.
Lil Wayne?
I'll fuck with Lil Wayne.
Really?
Nah, son.
He got in his bag at one point. At one point, Lil Wayne was in his bag.
Never felt Lil Wayne.
DMX?
Of course. Of course.
Would you modify your list with DMX?
He got the number 6 spot.
That's number 6.
Yeah.
That's number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's lots of great ones. There's Mos Def. I mean, there's a lot of great ones, but you have a solid list. You have a solid list. Well, that's how we're going to end it. And of course, you got your podcast.
Spears and Steinberg, available on all streaming platforms. Slide into my DMs on Instagram. I'll give you the links. Also, Spearsburg Pod is the official YouTube channel. Hit like and subscribe. Start from the beginning and go in order. It matters comedically. You heard?
That's what it is.
Make sure y'all check out the podcast. Spears and Steinberg, the shit is bananas.
Well, actually, before I let you go, when you were on the Joe and Jadakiss show, a little thing happened, right? So I guess Fat Joe was talking about his line, why is everybody mad at the South for? You know, how does it go? Switch to Southpaw.
Why y'all niggas so mad at the South for? Switch your style up, switch to Southpaw. Something. That means I gotta open your scalp more.
Right, because Fat Joe was talking about that's his line. Then Jadakiss cut him off and said, wait, that's my line.
That was my line. That was me. Yeah.
And you were there when that happened?
Yeah, because I thought it was Joe's line.
Everyone thought it was Joe's line.
Yeah, well, you know, people will say if you're a real hardcore Jada fan, you knew that was his line.
I'm not a hardcore Jada fan. I do like Jadakiss, but I'm not
the first time I ever heard it, I heard it from Fat Joe.
Well, it was a bigger song. It was Joe's biggest song ever.
Yeah, so I thought it was Joe.
So Jada said that was his line.
Yeah, he stopped immediately because I complimented Joe. And there was a pause, and Jada went, yo, that was my line. That was me.
What did Joe say?
They kind of went back and forth a little bit, but you know what it was.
Yeah, I mean, Jada said the line first.
Yeah.
Do you know the Jadakiss song that he said it on?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't.
I don't either.
You know, I always, and I should have said it because I wanted to say it, but I forgot. I said, always thought a great creative idea would have been to Jada to come up with a rebuttal song for why. In other words, all the questions that he asked, why is a nigga up in North, how come a nigga up north better than Jordan and they get that break? Give the reason.
So a song called Here's Why.
Something like that. Yeah. But he gives an answer to all his own questions. I thought that would have been fire.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hit him up and tell him that.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Aries Spears, till next time. Peace.